We don't mind paying for service, if we get the service. But 3 times this month, my phone's been cut off, out of order. Once it kept my entire plant at a standstill. This causes me to lose money, causes me to lose valuable time and effort.
Morning, Jack.
Hi, Bill. You look bright and happy today.
I don't know. Be a lot easier without letters like this.
Yeah. Company president, no less.
Why did you send it to us?
Thought you ought to see it. We've been getting too many of these lately. Oh, we've taken care of this guy. He's satisfied.
What was wrong this time?
Loose connection in his station set.
Ah, little thing, huh?
Sure. From little mistakes, big mad subscribers grow.
So I guess now maybe you think the boys could stand some more training.
Now, Bill, I don't think they need more training. Our plant schools are good. Our on-the-job training program's good. Why, our telephone people are well trained, technically.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We've been over all this before.
Bill, I'll bet you that out of all of the troubles we cause ourselves, not 1 in 1,000 is due to job knowledge.
Yeah, I know. The human factor.
Right, the human factor.
You know, somehow, some way, we've got to hit at this thing from a different angle.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Brosnan.
Good morning, Betty. What we need is a new angle. Yeah, a new angle. Betty, you're not shy with men, are you? I mean, you're at ease with them, huh?
Well, I haven't had any complaints lately.
Do you know how to use a camera, Betty?
A camera? I guess so. Why?
Jack, will you lend her to me for a couple of days?
What? Bill's my best service bureau coach.
Yeah, I know. She's a pretty busy girl. But this is it. This is the angle we've been looking for. Betty, you and I are going to get together with a camera. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I want you to do.
Yep. It'll work. It'll work out fine.
What'll work out fine?
The camera and I, dear, and the men and women I'm going to talk with.
Going to take pictures of men?
Only the mistakes they make.
There isn't that much film in the world.
We're thinking about 2 different things. I'm talking about on-the-job mistakes.
What do you know about wires and electricity and things like that?
10 years with the same company. I ought to know something. But that's not what I'm supposed to find out.
Huh?
Not what the mistakes are, not even who makes them. Just the why. Why telephone people who are so well-trained that they can work with their eyes closed? Why they make the mistakes that they do? You know, Sue, the human angle. What trips up men's nice, technical minds so they make mistakes that make subscribers unhappy?
Oh, what man's going to pay attention to what you find out anyway?
Okay, maybe not. But it is a new angle. You know, sort of as seen through the eyes of the repair service coach. Anyway, women are supposed to be experts at finding out what makes men make mistakes.
But gee, tomorrow's my day off. Would you like me to go along and help?
Honey, the purpose of this survey is to cut down on errors, not increase them.
Well, Betty, we figured the frame room would be a good place for you to start. There's over 80,000 soldered connections in that frame. It only takes one bad one to make trouble. That canvas bag he's using, that's one of the keys to our campaign against trouble in here. Last year, we had over 175 trouble reports due to faulty framework. We found out that most of those troubles were due to human failure.
People, huh?
It's very seldom equipment that causes trouble.
Phone, Mr. Grayson, can you take it?
Oh, sure, Charlie, thanks. Well, Betty, look around, make yourself at home. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay.
1789 and the 95. Would you put breakdown blocks in?
1789?
Yeah.
I'm making a...
What's the matter?
I'm making a little study for the training of people of why we do things, why we make mistakes. Could you tell me the things that cause the most trouble on this job?
Oh, I don't know. Poor solder work, I guess. Take this bag. Oh, here. This canvas. It's a pretty good gimmick. It catches the solder and the wire clippings, keeps them from falling on the other connections down below.
Mm-hmm. Well, what happens when you don't use this bag?
Well, if the solder or the wire clippings fell away and got onto one of these blocks down here, would short the line, that's what it would do. That line was stone cold dead.
But you didn't use the bag. Oh, I'm not being nosy, at least not in a negative way, but really, why didn't you use the bag?
I don't know. I had only one connection to do. I didn't want to bother, I guess. I figured that I'd be careful enough. Save time. A little thoughtless, I guess.
You mind if I take a picture?
A picture?
Yes, we want pictures of the things that cause trouble, for training.
Sure, go ahead. Maybe it'll help. Probably a lot of guys like me. What do you want me to do?
Oh, just solder. Oh, if you don't mind, without the bag.
Oh, I see.
Thank you.
Find something interesting, Betty? Yeah, she found out about soldering troubles.
Well, you picked a good man.
Yeah, sure.
Well, let's go around to the other side of the frame, Betty. Speaking of troubles, one of the boys was telling me about a pit. Oh, Carl. Yeah? Could you come over here a second, please? It's Carl Fuller, Betty Collins.
Hi.
Hello. Betty's trying to find out why good telephone guys like you make mistakes. Tell her about the earrings.
Oh, sure. Well, I was up there helping to test some cable pairs, working away like I usually do. But I was about 2 million miles away from the telephone building. I had a date that afternoon with my girl. Kind of a special date. So I worked along without thinking, trying to push the minute hand around with my eyes. My eyes, my head, and my mind were someplace else, so I forgot to put back the heat coils. Well, this is what I've been thinking about all day. Waiting to show Julie that beautiful pair of earrings I'd bought for her. You know, I put some poor subscriber's line right smack out of commission. I guess no matter how good you are, you can't work at your job automatically. You gotta keep your mind on what you're doing.
Oh, can I take a picture of a connection with the heat coils missing?
Well, sure. Look, Betty, I have another call to make. You can take over now, can't you?
Sure.
Let me know if you need me.
Okay, thanks.
Some spare terminals over here you could shoot.
Oh, good.
So, they got you troubleshooting now, eh, Betty?
I guess you could call it that.
Well, I've been expecting you. Troubles are what we're full of.
Well, do you think they're all necessary, Barney?
Necessary? Huh. One day last month. You remember the storm? Oh, that was really a day for the birds. Not for the subscribers. Sit tight, Ed. You'll be next.
I've been sitting up here for so long, a pigeon just invited me over for lunch.
Okay, Tim. We'll meet on pair 12. Tim counted wrong and got onto a wrong pair. It happened to a line in use, and he broke in without monitoring.
But Mildred, I just can't get home for dinner tonight. I've got too much work to do.
That's beginning to be the weakest excuse I've ever heard.
But it's the truth. I'm due for a raise in a couple of months, and if I don't keep plugging away, I'll lose the promotion.
Oh, well. Charlie, I don't know what.
Is this a good line?
What? You bet it's a good line, but this fish isn't jumping at it.
But Mildred, darling, I didn't say that. I don't know who it was.
Gotcha, Tim. No, don't bother checking each one. Just run down the terminal with your wrench, and I'll try to pick up your short. Now, I've got another man waiting. This, of course, isn't proper procedure. Doing it this way is quick, but very inconvenient to our customers. Take that bottom pair, for instance. A burglar alarm circuit. It should be covered. The man working here before forgot to replace the caps. Tim set it off. Yeah, that was a day full of troubles. Troubles that didn't have to happen. You know how it is. You take shortcuts because you're in a hurry. You forget the importance of service. Do it myself once in a while, but it really doesn't pay off.
Except in trouble for the subscribers.
Or for the men who have to come in after you and fix up the mistakes.
Yeah, I don't blame them for getting mad.
Sure, but they don't get as sore as they used to a few years ago. We've gone a long way in reducing troubles. By the way, here's some very interesting figures. Now, the number of troubles per 100 telephones in 1946 was 41. And in 1951, only 26, or about 1/3 reduction during the past 5 years.
Well, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Great. Big improvement. But most of it's due to the improvement in equipment, inside and out. You know, like better drop wire, new station set, trouble-free relay contacts. All we need now are some trouble-free human beings.
Which reminds me...
Hey, stick around.
Oh, I can't right now. My little camera and I have a date. First in the switch room, and then we have to go out and see some line and cable work.
Well, Miss Collins, over 100 different kinds of relays, each with a different gap between the contacts. Need a book to tell them apart. A couple of bad guesses can make plenty of trouble for a bunch of people.
Well, what happens if the gap isn't right?
Hundreds of lines are served by this relay. If you don't use your BSP book, if you make a bad guess, you can mess up an awful lot of calls and make a lot of customers unhappy.
Yep, Miss Collins. This is an outside operation where you have to be plenty careful if you want to avoid trouble. You can't let that strand we're pulling in touch those working wires.
Oh, what happens when it does?
Well, this I can tell you. Something happened a little while ago.
Yes, Mr. Morton?
Oh, yes. Miss Pearson, will you order us 20 boxes of M4s?
I'll send a letter, sir.
No, don't write. It's urgent. We need the 20 boxes tomorrow. Teletype.
Yes, Mr. Morton.
Well, just about that time, our line crew was pulling in a strand for a new cable, and they weren't being too careful. So, a couple of extra zeros were added to Morton's order. 2,000 boxes instead of 20. For a few days, he was, a little overstocked.
Well, I didn't... Crying out loud, who's responsible for this? Who's responsible?
When you're careless with wires, that's what can happen. And did.
Is that cable supposed to have holes in it like that?
No, lady. That was made by a lineman coming down the pole without looking. A little less hurry, a little more thought. Not only makes our equipment last longer, well, makes people last longer, too.
Now, you see that cable, Miss Collins? I'm working on it because of trouble. You know how many pairs of wires it has? 1,500. 1,500 pairs of wires. Yep, Miss Collins, you may not realize it, but the lives of thousands of people cross and crisscross through that cable.
Yes, it's very exciting, isn't it, Mr. Murphy? But, well, what was the trouble?
Miss Collins, I'll tell you what the trouble was. Last fellow that was working this manhole, oh, good man, did a neat job, neat. And I'm not saying anything against him. But he didn't flash test the sleeve. Didn't make sure it was watertight. Probably thought it was a dry manhole. But, well, you see, we had a little rain. Sort of a cloudburst. If he'd just taken the time to test, to make sure it was tight, he'd have saved a lot of people the trouble of having their phones go out of order. Would have saved me the trouble of drying out the splice. You know, Miss Collins, sometimes I wish the guys that made the mistakes had to come out and fix them up.
Mm-hmm. Look, Mr. Murphy, would you mind if I took a picture of that cable?
Oh, sure thing. Drop in any time, Miss Collins.
Thank you, I'd love to.
keeping the subscribers dry. Double cross. Oh, he's cute. What are you gonna call this one? You haven't got a name on this one.
Oh. Call this one Not in the Bag.
Okay.
Gee, I went looking for trouble and I found it, and now I can't think of a title for it.
Huh?
My survey, I don't know what to call it. You know, just a little more thought, a little more care would do a lot to eliminate troubles. All the little human mistakes that people make because they get in a hurry or because they're so sure of their routine, they sometimes ignore it. They forget to keep on their toes. You know, Susie, most of the troubles in this world we make ourselves.
You kidding?
What do you mean? Don't you ever make trouble for yourself?
Dear, all my troubles are man-made troubles.
Yeah, but... Susie, you're wonderful. You're a genius.
I am. What did I do?
The title. It's beautiful. Man-made trouble.